A short distance from downtown Franconia, you might hear the sound, not of silence, but sewing. Marianne Simoneau is carrying on a classic craft as a modern-day seamstress with her business hemming and hawing.
Hemming pants, wedding gowns. I do Raggedy Ann dolls. I've made Raggedy Ann dolls since I was 16 years old.
In fact, Marianne grew up sewing as a kid with her grandmother.
And I learned through the Girl Scouts too. When I was a Girl Scout, my sister and I took a lesson. Back then you would get lessons and a badge. So that's where I started.
Nowadays, she's fitting dresses and breathing life into old clothes for a steady stream of customers.
I came for my jeans.
Like Starcy Branch.
Oh, I love this. This is the original hem.
Yep.
I can't believe you can do that, Marianne.
It is a lost art. There aren't too many people out there that teach sewing anymore.
She's adapted, too, with new products like memory bears and pillows that incorporate clothing with a special meaning.
This girl was her uncle that taught her how to fish. And she has this fishing t-shirt that she wants to make into a memory bear, so she could think of him forever.
I'm calling it the FMTQ because, as you can see, I'm using a treadle machine and having a lot of fun doing it.
Would you be surprised to know one of YouTube's newest stars is from Salem, New Hampshire?
I love it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun on this machine.
Donna Vio teaches people how to create craft projects and quilts through her YouTube channel, which has 17,000 subscribers.
I like to put up eye candy on YouTube. Look at this quilt, and I throw the pieces on the board, and in 1 minute, there you go. It's a beautiful quilt. Nobody knows. It took me 150 hours to make it. Okay, so this is a quilt called Star of Fire, and it's not completed yet. It's
Donna grew up loving to sew and eventually opened her own side business.
I just kept sewing, and every time I had a full-time job, a 9-to-5 somewhere, people would learn that I sewed, and then they would ask me if I could fix things for them or make things for them.
Her business, the Masquerade Costumes and Quilts, was born. But nowadays, she's becoming more focused on the quilts.
Once you're into the quilting world, you find quilters everywhere. So there's a huge calling for them.
Inside her home studio, Donna is a one-woman show producing her YouTube tutorials, all while making her award-winning quilts.
This one is one that I entered in the Vermont Quilt Festival.
She also teaches small groups of students in her shop, and thanks to the pandemic, she started using technology to teach people all over the country.
I'm Zooming with people in Texas and Minnesota and Oregon and Montana and Florida and Maryland and Kansas all at the same time. I think it's back. I think, again, the pandemic did this. People are thinking, oh, doomsday, and I'm going to have to know how to make my own stuff. And so people are looking for used machines, and they're going on YouTube. They're looking at videos. They're learning how to sew. I think it's coming back in a way.
Part of that comeback includes the next generation of sewing students. Welcome to the Sewing Tree in Dover.
So you're going to match this edge to this edge, okay?
Where Christine Ecker runs a series of classes for experienced students, newbies, and kids.
One piece that's 11 inches long. We're going to lay that face up. Instead of just running them through projects, we really wanted them to understand all the mechanics of sewing so that they could be creative in their own way.
Along with adult beginner classes, they offer sewing camps for kids and after-school sessions to attract a wider audience.
We have women, we have men, we have kids, teenagers.
Christine believes sewing opens the door to people being more self-sufficient at home and to being more creative. And yes, television gets some of the credit.
I think it really has had a big boost with the television shows that have come along, the fashion shows, the do-it-yourself. I think that really gets the creative juices going for everybody.
The end result can be amazing. Sewing may have hit a slump, but thanks to crafters young and old, it's stitching together a comeback.
Every year, new things come out that we can teach kids and adults. And I think it's just a wonderful way for everybody to express themselves.